Hello guys. There we go. Alright, let's pray to the CPU gods today. You guys can hear the game sound, right? Yes, alright. Thank you. Fuck it, we're doing a 15 hachi. Okay, Flamers is random. Looks like he got Terran. Not sure where you're going.
점막 위에서 변태해야 함. 광물 충분치 않음. 여광 부족함. 새로운 여왕 준비됨.
It looks like a 2cc opener here. Guys back a little bit. So we don't feed them to the Vikings for free.
여왕 생성 광물소 필요함 광물 충분치 않음 광물 부족함 광물 충분치 않음 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 에너지 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 여왕 생성 성공
Could potentially be like a BC opener, maybe.
새로운 여왕 준비돼 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 에너지 부족함
There we go.
군단 병력
Oh shit. Very out of position here. Bleeding out the greens here though is no good. Not the cleanest defense I've ever had.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 베스핀가 새로운 여왕 군단 병력이 에너지 충분치 않음 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 받아들일 수 없는 병력 군락지가 직접 공격받고 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 광맥 소진됨 점막 종양이 공격받고 있음 광물 점막 위에서 변해야 함. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임 광물지대 말라버림 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 추가 에스핀 광맥 고갈됨 받아들일 수 없는 광물 충분치 에너지 부족함 진화 완료 받아들일 수 없는 명령임 광물지대 말라버림 받아들일 수 없는 베스핀가스 더 있어요 공격받고 있음 변이 완료
That's not mech.
광맥 고갈됨. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 진화 완료. 추가 베스핀가스 필요함. 광물 더 필요함. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 유전자 변형된 군단 정막 총공격받고 있음. 대군주 더 생성해야 함. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 지구체 공격 변수 완료. 군단 왕 광물 충분치 않음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 부족함. 군단 병력 광물 공격받고
That was weird. G. Looks scary. I mean, it was a 2cc opener. We were fine. He needs to do a lot of damage here. I was just a bit out of position and like slow to react to the Hellbats. Yeah, I bled out some queens unnecessarily. Wasn't really the cleanest defense. Yeah, just was a bit out of position here. We lost 10 drones. We didn't need to, but like, the game is just kind of over here. At this point. And, like, he was being so passive and like not clearing any creep or anything, that I was just kind of sure that he was playing mech. But then the 8 Rex came. This point the game was pretty over. It's pretty over. Kind of bad by me to miss this move out here though. Ending up in the base trade, but yeah. GG. Yeah. It's like if you have them, it's definitely nice, but it's something that's hard to justify going for just for that reason, right? I actually think like even making drag corruptors in this case was a bit of a mistake. If I had perfect scouting this game, I would have just not made any corruptors, I think. Because like we knew exactly, or we didn't know exactly how many BCs he was making. But if you know that he's stopping at 2 BCs without Yamato, there's no reason to make corruptors there. You can just go queens. That's enough.
광물 더 필요함. 광물 부족함.
But yeah, there was a time where, like, I think like was it in Heart of the Swarm?
충분치 않.
There was like a period where people were playing Corruptor Lingbane for a while. But it's just, these days, like, the build orders are too refined and like people's macro is too good. It's like, you can't afford to spend that much money on a unit that doesn't hit ground.
병력이 더 필요함.
Losing this overload really sucks. Really, really sucks. I was too slow to pull that back there. Should not have made this queen either.
광물 부족함. 광물 충분치 않음. 필요함.
Definitely not the best micro here.
광물 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 베스킨 가스 더 있어야 함. 베스킨 가스 부족함. 에너지 충분치 않음.
Yeah, losing the Overlord complicates the defense a lot, for sure. I shouldn't even make this queen, I think. And some sloppy micro, for sure, when it comes to keeping my Ravagers alive. For sure. Can Hydraling Bane beat Colossus? It can, but I mean, it's the composition is fine if, like, let's say you're going Hive and getting Vipers, right? But if you're all-inning, it can still work, but then you kind of need to hit before they... Like, the Colossus are really good versus Hydra Bane off creep. So you can still kill them if they're, like, if you have, like, an early advantage or something. But I think if the game is, like, completely even, it's really hard to actually kill them with Hydraling Bane versus Colossus, right? Normally you just want to pull back and, like, fight on creep. Fight on creep and go Hive and get Vipers, right? I feel like if you're playing on 60 drones, I think waiting until like 170, 180 supply seems like a bit of a mistake, yeah. Like if you're hitting at like 170, 180 supply, I think you would much rather be at like 70 to 75 drones. Yeah. If you're going like 60 drones, you probably want to try to hit at like 140, 150 supply, something like that.
광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait for them to finish to move out. Like you would want to have those, like, when those upgrades kick in, like then you're just outside of his space, ready to go, right? Obviously, it depends on what he's doing, but you know, if he is macroing and you're playing an all-in like that, you definitely would want to just be in position to hit right away.
더 필요함. 광물 충분치.
Like you can probably wait for Hydra speed before moving out, but normally if you're doing an all-in like that, you would go Hydra speed before range, right? And then you will start moving out as soon as you have Hydra speed, and then, you know, as soon as you have baiting speed, you're ready to just go, go, go.
광물 부족함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. I think they're weaker in smaller numbers compared to what they used to be. But like once they have like, you know, 4 or 5 High Templars, it's very strong, yeah.
베스핀 가스 더 있어야 함. 추가 베스핀 가스 필요함.
How can I position my mic in front of you? I have a mic arm that's off to the side of the desk.
여왕 생성.
Or it's like not really attached to the desk, it's attached to a bookshelf nearby. Uh-oh. Here comes the pain. Okay with getting my third cancelled here. That is fine.
대군주 더 필요함. 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 대군주 부족함. 에너지 충분치 않음. 에너지 부족함. 받아들일 수
Thought I canceled the queen there.
에너지 충분치 않음. 베스핀 가스 부족함. 광물. 베스핀 가스 더 있어야 함. 베스핀 가스 부족함.
Not the best micro from my side, but was alright in the end. This is fine. Locked inside the Hoso house. Man, that was a lifetime ago. It's like almost 14 years at this point. Probably close to 13, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why I made it. I thought I cancelled this last queen. But I guess I didn't. Thought I cancelled it. So it's like, why do I have 4 queens? Ended up being alright though. Passive queen, yeah. Chilling queen. Taking it easy. Day off. Yeah. That's a middle manager if I've ever seen one.
And hey, look what they're going to do. They're going to do it again. And again. And again. And again.
Sunstone, thank you very much for the 17 months, my man. Holy moly. Thank you so much, dude. Lord Anton. No, I'll probably never stop playing StarCraft, I think. To some extent. Always come back to it. Last top for Anton, yeah. I mean, I might stop playing it a lot at some point, but it seems like you always come back to it no matter what. Sasha, how do you make Broodlords work versus Ghost Tank? I make them and then they just run up with their ghosts and they don't die because they have a billion HP and then they snipe all my Broodlords. Just play like Cyril, yeah. Yeah, yesterday I swore off Broodlords versus Ghost Tank. My opponent was like maxed out on just pure tank ghost, and I made like 15 Broodlords, and I killed a PF and 3 ghosts for every single Broodlord. I mean, I traded all the Broodlords for a PF and 3 ghosts. And then I made more Broodlords for some reason. And yeah, it did not work better the second time. in wrong situation. I don't know. I was in the same situation I was in the previous game, and Lambo told me to make blue lords in those situations. That's what I did, but yeah, like I have no idea how to actually make them work these days versus turn. Show replay? I can show you replay. I mean, I did fuck up the fight a decent amount, but I felt like I was winning so hard, so I kind of chilled a little bit too much. This is not great either.
새로운 여왕 준비된 광물 부족함 광물 충분치 않음 광물 더 필요함 광물 더 필요함 광물 부족함 광물 충분치 여왕 광물 더 필요함 광물 부족함 군 광물 더 필요함 광물 충분치 않음 새로운 여왕 준비된 광물 부족함 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어 광물 더 필요함 점막 위에서 변태해야 함 대군주 더 생성해야 함 대군주 에너지 부족함
Supply block down.
에너지 충 여왕 생성 광물 부족함
I would like to know what he's up to.
광물 충 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음
A Raven? That's crazy.
공격받고 있음 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 새로운 여왕 준비됨 광물 충분치 군단 병력이 광물
The cycle. What?
받아들일 수 없는 명 광물
This is
부족함
some 5-head build for sure.
받아들일 수 없는 여왕색 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 광물 충분치 않은 대군주 부족함 에너지 충분 받아들일 수 없는 명령입니다.
This could still be bio, I guess.
에너지 부족함 광물 부족함 에너지 충분치 천막 중간이 공격받고 있음 받아들일 수 없는 명령입니다. 에너지 부족함
Actually, I'm pretty sure this is bio.
에너지 충분치 않음
Keep the roaches though.
점막 종양이 에너지 부족함. 받아들일 수 없는 대군주 에너지 충분히 진화 완대군
Okay, where the fuck do I expand on this map? 5th, 6th, 7th, I guess?
에너지 에너지 충분히
Okay.
고갈됨 받아들일 수
Kinda wish I had some banings at this point.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 베스핀 가스 부족 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 베스핀 가스 더 있어야 함. 받아들일 수 변대 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군단 병력 대군주 부족함. 에너지 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 광물 말라고. 군단 병력이
Ah! Well, that's not the best.
광물지대 말 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 반대 받아들일 수 없는 명 점막 위에서 변태해야 함.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 점막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 유전자 변형돼. 공격받고 있어. 직접 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령이. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 고갈됨. 광물 부족함. 점막 중앙 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 진화 완료. 광맥 가스 필요. 군단 병력이 베스핀 가스 부족함. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 안됨 불가능함.
Then Eva hotkey. Yeah, that I used to have one, but I got rid of it for an extra army hotkey, Sasha. I just started putting them on my hatchery hotkeys, but I forget to do it sometimes. I do. Well, I changed so I have like a dump hotkey basically. So like I have 1 main army, 2 banelings, 3 infestors, 3 infestors or broodlords, 2 banelings or infestors, 4 corruptors and vipers, 5 hatcheries, 6 is my dump hotkey, 7 is Q, which I use as an army hotkey, 8 is W, which I use as another army hotkey. And then, yeah, caps lock until for the queens. Yeah, I started doing that, but I just really haven't been able to build the habit yet. I forget to do it sometimes. Also, the problem is I used to have my Eva hotkey as my Nidus hotkey as well. Like when I won Nidus, I would put it on the Eva hotkey. But maybe I should just put the Nidus on the hatchery hotkey as well now. Psycho behavior? Yeah, you're right. But I guess I could... Yeah, just put my Nidus with my hatchery hotkey as well, I guess. Just tab to it. 1, 2, 3. This was a very weird playstyle for my opponent. He was playing just like double factory tanks, but not going into ghosts. I mean, I guess he was going into ghosts, but he kept pushing very aggressively. Don't build any evils, true. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I just see Serral do this a lot, where like he'll startling speed, even if it's just a normal game. But I guess there's no reason to. Yeah, my fourth was a bit late, I think. I think it's mostly because I was a bit confused to what was happening, actually. Maybe it's just because I made a billion overlords for some reason. And I made a baiting nest because I was supply blocked. Ah, right. I was supply blocked 66. That's what happened. Yeah, the 66 supply block. I guess I could have made the fourth hatched here instead of the baiting nest. Because I'm making 4 overlords and the baiting nest for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I was supply blocked, so it's just like, I don't know. If I make the baiting nest, I can at least make one more drone. But yeah. Boop, boop. Yeah. There's like no good. I guess I could have the overload over here and go in like this to scout. Because like my overload was like over here and it's just really awkward to go to scout from this angle. Because I have to like go all the way up here and then in. Or I could be over here as well, I guess, but. But yeah, I definitely played very blind this game. Alright, let's go next. Broodlord. Replay. Let's see if I can find it. It sent me off the cliff yesterday. Let's see when I played it. It was like this game. Sent me on a tilt spiral. But yeah, I think this game I should have just stayed on Hydraling Bane and just kept denying his 5th over and over again. I guess it was 6th space, but... Like after the first the Broodlord fight, I was off the deep end. There was no saving the game at that point. I don't know why my 4th was so late here. I don't know about every game, but this game it definitely was. And last game it was a little bit late, yeah. Okay. We were chilling. 97 drones. Making Hydras, making Lings, making Banelings.
공격받고 있음.
Yeah. Like, we're trading even. At this point, more or less. Barely, almost even. And I'm like keeping it on 5 bases, kind of. We're getting somewhat decent trades. We kill the factories. Like, this point, this army comp is like 17 tanks. That was like... At this point, I was already planning on going Broodlords, but... One Nidus, yeah. Here I made way too many Hydras. Way too many Hydras. It's a big mistake. Yeah.
광맥 소진됨.
I guess I should be pulling from this space to this space a bit faster.
받고 있음.
We have 96 drones. Would you just like... I guess I could put like 2 more from here. 1 here. 5 more from here. Probably be right to pull some drones from this space as well, I guess. Pull drones from this space up here and here.
광물지대 말라버림.
But either way, like, you gotta admit that this position is pretty damn good for me, right? Can I? That is a lot of tank. And a lot of ghosty boys. A lot of snipers. Yeah. That's one thing I need to do better, I think, is just... Like, I should have more overseers and just spamming changelings to find this, right? Because I don't know what it looks like, right? I have one changeling here, but doesn't tell me much. More changelings to just check for weak spots. The problem is, like, if I want to go to the top right, I have to go like this. Fucking all the way around the map. Because of this sensor tower. And these tanks. But anyway, it's like, okay. More some beans. I mean, I did have an army up here until now. Yeah, I just pulled this away. So, okay, now we're going Broodlords. I'm already decided on going Broodlords. I'm just gonna fight in here one more time, and then I'm gonna go Broodlords. Like, we kill a bunch of tanks and shit. Here we go. Did I quit AU4? Not completely. But I think I'm done trying to compete in AU4. Mostly just because of how the tournaments are scheduled. Like, I can't play a tournament without it being past midnight, my time. So, but I'm still gonna be playing some AU4. Yeah, I have too many Hydras. I mean, 11. I made too many Hydras at some point, for sure. For sure. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go here. Many drones, yeah. But last time, like last time I played the game like this, it was pretty much exactly this game. But I didn't go Broods here, and you just kept trying to headbutt with Hydroling Bane. And then Lambo told me I should make Broodlords in this situation. Even though I still have a Hydron count. But yeah, maybe I need to make more Spores or something. But I feel like I still want to, you know, mine these spaces, right? Like I don't want to go down to like 70 drones right now. Kick. True. But I'm lazy, Sasha. I like to leave like one drone in each gas and like 1 or 2 drones in the minerals. So like eventually it mines out, right? So I don't have to like resaturate it again later. But this space, yeah, I could definitely pull away from. I kind of want to mine out this space too, because it's annoying in case he ever like pushes forward here. But yeah, this space and this... I guess these drones could be mining somewhere else. I guess, yeah. Okay, let's look at that again. That was not great. For some reason, like how long is this actually? Because I feel like I couldn't... I was trying to fungal, but I couldn't actually fungal. Yeah, and then I do this. And now I have no detection anymore. I didn't even realize that overseas is right here. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, I actually think so too. I probably should have just like either gone here or just gone here, right? Probably just go here, I guess. Then like, okay, I'm gonna make more Broodlords. But now I don't have enough Broodlords anymore. So this is really bad fighting out here. My units all get stuck on this fucking PF. Oh. I did have Lingbane, but they got stuck on this. I don't know where they went after this trade here. I guess they all died. They kind of all died. I'm remaking some links, but I'm not sure where they're going. I guess I sent like all my ground army down here to deal with these tanks. I suppose. Kick. Yeah, but at this point I was like tilted to the moon. So at this point I completely turned my brain off. And I think the next fight is extremely bad. We go back to this position because this worked out great the last time. Yeah, the next one is gonna be worse. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, I actually felt like this fight was kind of going okay. For a little bit. If I have Banes, yeah. Yeah. At this point we cooked. We cooked. You're right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, it forces him to leave like a tank here, right, or something, right? And, like leave tanks to protect the back of the mineral lines and stuff. But I feel like if I'm making a Nidus, I should always have a couple of lurkers, right? I feel like a Nidus without the lurkers are just kinda... kinda meh. Like a Nidus with like 5 lurkers in it or something. Yeah. I mean, I could probably put lurkers here on this side of the ridge, right? The problem is ghosts, and I can't abduct these tanks. That is the problem. But yeah, this game yesterday like sent me down a tilt spiral. Like I kind of wanted to stop playing like I think it was like here or something. But then this game happened and I played one more and I got lost again because I tilted even more and then I lost again, so I got even more tilted and then we actually managed to win a couple of games. Actually, we did not. We ended on a loss. Yeah, I wanted to stop like after this game, and then I just ended up losing more. This game was a meme. All right, short bathroom break. Then I'm gonna play some more. All right, let's keep going. This might have been the Terran we played yesterday, and that tilted us on the same map. I think I'm actually gonna change away from this hatchery skin. It's kind of hard to tell, like, if you have injects on it or not, at least a glance. What's up, Erebus Black? We still what Herald does? Yes. Why not? Let's go 15 hatch. Book it. Sent the drone too early, so. Alright. See if we can make our 4th hatch on time. I'm not sure whether I want to take my 4th on this map actually. Like, do I take this space? I guess I do. I want to say like 450, 445, something like that. Wait, there's no natural here. Why is there no natural here? Am I getting Proxy 4x? Okay, we're changing plans a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but we're gonna give it a try. Definitely not a good idea. Looks like he's playing some sort of 2-on-1 opener. No way, bro. Do not be this greedy. Hope I have another overload in production here.
모든 가스 있어야 광 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 부족함. 광물 말라버림. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함. 광맥 고갈됨. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치 광맥 소진됨. 광물지대 말라버림 뭐 있음.
That was not it.
충분치 않음. 변이
And this was definitely quite committed.
부족함.
Question is just...
변태해야 함.
It was not a clean defense at all, but... Have to wait and see a little bit.
추가 SP. 광물 충분치 않음. 여왕 생성 성공. 광물 세피 준비됨. 광맥 소진됨. 광 여왕 생성 에너지 충분치. 대군주 생성해야 함. 에너지
Oh, I never started +2.
부족함. 군단이 진화했음. 천막 위에서 변태해야 함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 전막 위에서 변. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 변이 됨. 대군주 생성해야 광맥 소진됨. 대군주 더 필요함.
Kind of a bad supply look here, for sure.
광맥 고갈됨. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 새로운 여왕
Looks like he is just gonna all in here.
광물지대.
It's just a lot of fucking liberators. Ah, we lost.
군단 병력이
Can't get up enough units to deal with this now.
지고 있어. 공격받고 있어. 광맥 소진. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 광물 부족함. 유전자. 별이 된 광물 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있어. 새로운
Pretty sure what I can do here. Feels pretty cursed, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm playing Road Ravager, it's so easy to deal with this, but I guess my defense earlier on was just too bad. I guess. Maybe I just needed to counterattack or something, I don't know. That felt kind of impossible to hold though. We had a good first fight, but it's like 8 liberators.
광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함.
I don't know why I keep sending my drones so early in these games. Play too many CPs, I guess, or something.
광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함.
Make me build a pool here. Where are you going, sir? Yes, sir.
여왕 생성 성공. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 충분치 않음. 에너지 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 받아들일 수 없는 광물 부족함. 여왕 생성 성공. 광물 군단 병력이 대공격하고 있어. 광물이와 부족함. 전막 위에서 변태해야 함. 에너지 충분치 않음. 새로운 전막 위에서 대군주. 광물 충분치 않음. 진화 완료. 여왕 성공. 대군주 더 생성해야 함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 군단지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 광물 부족함. 에너지 충분치 않음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 광물 더 필요함. 여왕 생성 성공. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 받아들일 수 없는 에너지 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 충분치 않음. 대군주 더 필요함. 대군주 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 있음. 군단이 에너지 받아들일 수 없. 여왕색 에너지 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 변이 유전자 변형됨. 군단 변이됨. 에너지 충분치 않음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임.
Oh, right, thank you so much for the raid, dude.
에너지
Thank you.
충분치 않음.
You had a good stream.
일벌레 군단 군단이 진화했음. 대군주 더 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 점막 위에서 변태해야 함. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 에너지 부족함. 광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 안된 보고품 한도에 도달함. 변이 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 진화 완료. 유전자 한도 보고품 한도에 군단 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 군락지가 직접 공격하고 왔음. 군단 병 새로운 여왕하고 있음. 에너지 충분치 않음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 더 생성해. 에너지 부족함. 진화 완료. 광물지대 안되는 군락지가 지금 고갈된 유전자 변 안된 안된 불가능함 한도에 도달함 충분치 않음
Holy tasteless, thank you so much for the raid, dude. We are in the middle of a intense CVT at the moment. I hope everything went well with the finals. I was looking a bit earlier, the games look very fun. Thank you very much. Welcome, guys.
변이 완료 보급품 한도에 도달함 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어 군단 병력이 소진 공격받고 있어 완료 안된 불가능함 보급품 한도에 광물 광물에 고갈됨
Yeah, I think so too, Sasha. I just don't know what else to do with it. Oh, this is not the best fight ever, for sure.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 안된
Drone count is a little bit low, actually.
보급품 한도에 도달 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 왕래 소진됨 광물지대 말라버림 안된 불가능함 보급품 한도 에너지 부족함 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 유전자 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 군단을 천 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 안된 불가능함 에너지 충분치 왕래 광맥 소진됨 에너지 말라버림. 광맥 고갈됨. 안돼. 공격받고 있음. 안돼. 불가능함. 공격받고 있음. 안돼. 한도에 도달함. 충분치 않음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 정막 중앙 공격받고 있음.
Can you find some of my graphic settings? Oh yeah, SADSEC got you. I think some of the color settings are a bit different now. I've changed them a little bit in the last couple of years, but everything else should be pretty similar. Yeah, how would you do it, Sasha? Like, where would you put the Nidus? Yeah. Yeah, probably been better like here, right? In this case, like here somewhere. I don't have any like spare hotkeys really. Like my banelings go here. This is my dump hotkey. And I use this like quite a bit to like split off like single links and like remove stuff from my hotkey that's not supposed to be there and so on. Yeah, there's no way I can do without having to tab at least once. Like I could put my queen hotkey maybe. Doesn't have enough control groups. Yeah. It's unfortunate really. Right. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Splitting base hotkeys? Do you mean like having like each hatchery on an individual hotkey? Yeah, ideally I hotkey them when I morph them. But like sometimes I mess up my hotkey and I like remove them from the hotkey and then you just have to redo them. But yeah, it's just important that you have them done before the fight starts. I think like you basically, like in CVT especially, but versus Protoss as well, like you really have to have a bailing hotkey. Because otherwise it's really hard to multitask in my career buildings at the same time.
부족함. 충분치 않음.
Alright, Sasha. Alright. Take it easy. I'm trying to, you know, read chat here and stuff. Don't have time to do mineral boosting. Or even micro my drones correctly. Oh. Chat any percent. Yeah. This looks like a...
대군주 부족함.
Ah, it's a 3x, fuck, we got tricked. This is really bad. Like, I kind of have to fight now.
생성.
Yeah, this is GG. I should have known by the timing that this is a 3x. Should have known.
冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋。
Yeah. Like, I need to know by the timing that this is a 3x. The 2x bunker would hit earlier. Really? Can you? I always felt like it's super dicey to fight versus 3x. I pretty much always go for the roach horn response. Sherpa Lala, thank you so much for the prime sub.
광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치 않음.
Oh. Mr. Drone.
광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. This guy like feels like a very proto-C Terran. It was like CC first, no scout, and then proxy 3x, and now he's probably gonna go like Marine first. Wouldn't be too surprised. Oh, yeah, CC first. Did scout this time though.
대군주 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 에너지 부족함. 광물 부족함. 정막 위에서 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함.
All right. Yeah, it definitely made attacking a lot easier to have the faster
생성 성공.
Ravager morph.
광물 충분치 진화 완.
That's gonna lock in my queens actually. That's not great. Looks like he's doing another 2-on-1 though, so
광물 더 필요함.
back some of these overloads a little bit.
대군주 더 필요함.
The supply block is super bad. Super duper bad.
대군주 더 생성해야 함. 광물 더 필요함. 점막 위에서 변태해야 함. 군단 병력이 공격받고
Well,
있어.
this could actually be a Hellbat all in.
더 필요함.
Maybe not. It's kind of weird that he's walking though across the map like this. It's,
점막 위에서
our macro here has just been a disaster.
대군주 군단 여왕 생성 성공. 에너지 충분치 않음. 새로운 여왕 준비. 에너지 부족함. 대군주 더 필요함. 에너지 충분치 않음. 군단 병마들이 공격받 에너지 부족함. 에너지 대군주 마들이 점막 위에서 변태해야 함. 에너지 부족함. 여왕 생성 성공. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 에너지 충분치 않음. 에너지 부족함. 변이 완료 생성해야 함. 에너지 충분치 광물 더 필요함. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 점막 위에서 변태. 점막 위에서 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 광맥 군단이 진화했음. 수 없는 군단 병력이 존재하고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 생성해야. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Not the best fights there for sure, but yeah. Probably just conceded too much ground here for no reason. Actually, it was only on 1-1 as well. I think in this case we could have just split up and fought, but I was floating so much money. Didn't have a macro hatchery. GG. Oh, we got Rex. Nice. It's like the third game in a row on this map, I think.
광물 부족함. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 부족함.
I always keep sending my my first order in the wrong direction on this map. I'm not sure why. Like I always go towards like this area for some reason. In CVC that's pretty bad because I do want to be able to see his. Well, it's always pretty bad, but especially in CVC because I do want to be able to see his links coming across the map. He's going for some
더 필요함.
shenanigans.
부족함. 광물 더 필요함.
I'm not sure if I want this here. I probably want this like up here rather. Yeah, this looks like a very standard timing. Yeah, I can't really poke in here because I'm so late with my overload, right? So just have to chill. I think I'm actually gonna take this space though. It's a pretty early third hatch.
주 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 광물 더 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 충분치 않음.
Okay, everything looks so very standard at the moment, so not really too concerned about anything here.
진화 완료. 에너지 충분치 않음. 에너지
Okay, it's a little bit on the aggressive side for sure.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 충분치 않음. 광물 충분치 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 에너지 부족함. 에너지 충분치 않음. 에너지 부족함. 에너지 에너지 부족함. 대군주 받아들일 수 없는 명령.
That's a very late lair. Could be in trouble here. We're either about to die or we're in a very good spot.
충분치 않음.
One of the two.
에너지 부족함. 베스핀가스 군단 병 에너지 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 완료. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 가스 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 진화 완료.
They're committing here. Yes.
광물지대 말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 추가 베스핀가스 필요함. 군단 병력 일벌레 에너지 있음 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 안됨. 불가능함. 광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Bad thing.
새로운 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Me having FPS drops? A little bit. Not too much. Like I'm staying above like 100 FPS at least. But yeah, like I've been having computer issues the last like week or so. So I'm looking to do an upgrade at some point. Kiruna weather update. Snow. Nice. There's like snow in Örebro as well, I heard. It's been a lot of snow recently in Sweden. I do miss snow, to be honest. Ruby Rock. Is this Ruby Rock? I'm so bad with map names. But if this is Ruby Rock, then if you take this as your third, I usually take this as my fourth. Yeah. It depends a bit on the matchup and what you're up against, but I think usually you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 probably. What's up, so very sour? Yeah, this is from Skyrim. I mean, it's been going for like a week and a half now or something like that, Sandstrom. I'm not sure exactly when it started, but yeah, it's been happening a lot. And I realized, like, I'm not sure why, but just having OBS running will cause it, even if I'm not like streaming. Like, just having OBS running will cause me to have FPS issues in SC2. Which just randomly started happening like a week ago. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. I don't think RSL has had any issues, have they? Everything seemed good when I was looking. I don't know, like I just been having a lot of FPS issues the last week. I think it's just my CPU. Like my CPU is running, like if I just launch SC2 and I have nothing else running on my computer, my CPU goes up to like 70 degrees. So yeah, I don't know. We might be cooked. We might be cooked. Yeah, so sometimes it's hard to know for sure. Oh, really? Yeah, but that could be like, because there was like a Windows update like a week or so ago. Maybe it's just like that. That's causing issues. I did update my NVIDIA drivers though, so yeah, maybe they'll put out a new patch soon, or a new driver soon. Yeah, thank you, man. I would appreciate it.
여왕 생성 성공. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
No. That's bad.
군단 병력이
No stalling there for no reason. Holy shit, dude. Okay. We're sleeping on the job here. Not even sure how we got in there. Yeah.
대군주 더 생성.
Game is officially a mess. Mess achieved.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
This over is kind of off position a little bit.
광물 부족함.
Third queen is kind of late here, actually.
군단 병력이
I'm a little bit worried that this could be like a fast lair or something.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 에너지 충분치 않음.
Yeah, this is sus.
에너지 충분치 광물 더 필요함. 에너지 부족함. 에너지 충분치 베스핀 가스 부족함. 대군주 더 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 추가 베스핀 가스 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주
That's kind of a low drone count, to be honest. Yeah.
공격받고 있음. 대군주 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 변이 완료. 대군주 부족함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 대군주 더 필요함. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
We are cooked. Got away with way too much greed here.
에너지 부족하고 있음.
Way too much.
광물 충 광물 부족함. 에너지 충분치. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치. 진화 완료. 점막 종양이 공격받고 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 광물 부족함. 광물지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 가스 부족함. 광맥 고갈됨. 광군단 진화했음.
Oh boy. It's one of these games.
있음. 군단 병력 받아들일 수 없고 사치가 직접 공격받고 있음. 새로운 광
Yeah, like if they get away with this much greed, the game is pretty much impossible.
더 필요함. 베스핀 가스, 광물,
Yeah, we need, like, versus this, you just need to all in before they do this. And I should have known he was up to something, because, like, the no third queen. I should just go for a very committed roach all in here. On like 58 drones or so, just make roaches, and it's good versus everything he can do with that opener. Am I still doing some AV4? Yeah, I'm still playing a little bit. I kind of gave up on playing competitive AV4 though, just because of the way they put on the tournaments in AV4 is just every single tournament starts at like midnight or later KST. Yeah, I had a bunch of macro mistakes that game, mind James. I was supply blocked for so much, but it was already a pretty bad position because of how greedy his opener was. But we already knew for sure what was happening, like beforehand. Like it's either that or he's doing like some sort of like very committed roach all in. Either way, I can just go like 58 drone mass roach and we either kill him or we yeah. Get far enough ahead. My lair was very late as well, actually, that game. Was another problem. But that's just one of those builds that's so greedy that it's like, if you don't kill them before they get away with it, that's just, the game is just over. No, not personally, no. Like when I'm watching it, for sure. Like if I'm watching A4 tournaments, 100%. But when you're playing, it doesn't feel like that at all, because it's not as much about optimizing as it is in StarCraft. Like, you're just trying to think about the game, like how you want to play, what the matchup is, because there's so many different matchups and stuff like that, right? And you're also trying to like think about the map, because the map spawns randomly and so on, right? There is so much going on in AV4. So when you're playing, it doesn't feel slow at all, in my opinion. It just feels slow when you're watching. Like, because the economy is also like a lot more, and the macro in general is a lot more complex than in StarCraft. It's just, the game is a bit slower, right? Way more to do, but slower pacing.
공격받고 있음. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 더 필요함.
Oh.
여왕 생성. 광물 부족함. 광물 더 필요함. 광물 충분치
Yeah, I never felt like it was too slow when I was playing it. Like, but yeah, I agree. Like watching tournaments and stuff, it's definitely like quite slow to watch because there's so much like macro going on, so much economy management going on. It's like small efficiencies you're doing non-stop, and those don't really shine through to the observer, right, or to the spectator. I think the new civs are very exciting for sure.
여왕 생성 성
They look pretty fun. Once I get my PC sorted, I'm gonna be doing some more AV4 streams. Looks like a 2-1-1.
새로운 변태야 준비됨 여왕 생성 새로운 여왕 광물 필요함 광물 충분치 에너지 부족함 에너지 전막 위에서 막을 수 없는 명령임 에너지 광물 부족함 광물 에너지 충분치 광물 부족함 광물 충분치 에너지 부족함 에너지 광물 부족함 광물 충분치 않음 여왕 생성 받아들일 수 전막 위에서 변태해야 함 받아들일 수 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 광물 더 필요함 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음 에너지 부족함
Oh, what? No, 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 no.
에너지 충분치 않음
Very late here to react. Ah, this is so problematic, holy shit. This is so problematic. Bruh. Oh my god, we lost the game, holy shit. All because we're extremely slow there. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be very hard to hold after this initial disaster would be a good word for it.
에너지 부족함 여왕 군사병 여왕 지하 집중 공격 생성 성공. 변이 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 군단 변됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 에너지
Holy shit. I was way too overconfident here with this fight. Like I could just pull back and wait. Don't need to actually fight him right away. That almost snowballed into disaster very, very quickly. But he didn't have 1-1 for his first push, I think. It kind of finished in the middle of it. Losing to win. That's our specialty. Actually, our specialty is like win into lose, actually, but sometimes we lose into win as well. I'll do one more game, guys. One last game for today. See if we can end on a win, maybe. Alright, I got a game. Diamond. Is this an actual diamond? We weren't in queue for that long, were we? It was like a less than 3-minute queue, for sure.
광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함. 광물 충분치 않음.
This is actually like more towards medium graphic settings. Most of my settings are medium. Some on ultra, some on low. And the main reason is just to try to maximize visibility and FPS.
광물 충분치 않음.
But yeah, it's like a mix of medium, ultra, and low. Yeah, because obviously SC2 is a very fast-paced game, and you want to be able to just like very quickly tell what things are, right? Just a quick glance. And also like being able to see invisible units, burrowed units, these kind of things, right? But I do agree that, like, you know, SC2 looks a lot better on Ultra, for sure. It's just the readability is a bit worse, and obviously FPS is a bit worse as well. There's a no scout, so his cybercore is like a few seconds early. So I don't think there's anything hidden out on the map. The Stargate is very quick here. Cause or he was just late to start his gate unit, I'm not sure. But this could have been a very quick Stargate, potentially. I could actually... I didn't actually look at the cybercore or the Nexus timing here. Because this could have maybe been like a late core first, and in which case it could definitely still be a proxy. Or he just messed up his build order. That is also the realm of possibilities. Not building probes for some reason. So I'm leaning more towards this being a build order mistake at this point. Stalker. Okay, this is starting to look quite a lot like an all-in. Oh, there's a prism. The fact that this, okay, I was gonna say like this is a naked prism. It's quite suspicious. Because if it was like a gate roll in, he would be want to stop to morph in, to warp in units here. So he's warping it home, I guess. So that would explain it a little bit. That's a nice catch though. This is a bit of grief by me to fight out here, actually. Got a little bit too overconfident here. For sure. For sure we did. Now we might actually lose. I felt like the game was over, so I kinda rolled a little bit there. Might come back to bite us here. Yeah. Yeah, this move out with the prism is usually like when they do some all-in like this, they will like warp in these units and then move out with these units together, right? And then he'll stop here to warp in again. Because here we were able to stop him for so long from warping in, and then we catch these zealots. At this point, like I was like, okay, the game is over. And then I just started like going completely off creep and chasing him and stuff, which is obviously not the best idea. Yeah, definitely not the best idea. Gave him a lot of value for his zealots. It's like before this fight we were trading quite well, and then we started trading poorly after this fight. Yeah, not great. And to be honest, like, yeah, I should not even have fought out here. I should be just like sitting here. If it goes to the third, then we can come out, but that buys us some time as well. What's up, Dr. Freeman? Okay, let's play one more, because that one was very, very short. Very, very short. We're doing alright today, yeah. Losing some games, but I would say we're playing alright. I feel like I'm playing a lot better than I was yesterday, at least. So happy with that. I feel like Roach Hider plus Micro shot his potential. Versus Terran, potentially, maybe. The thing about it versus Protoss is that Micro Shroud works on the Protoss units as well. So once Zealots get on top of your army, it becomes problematic. And the issue with it is like versus Protoss is like Storm still exists, right? And versus Terran, they still do full splash, so like tanks do full splash in it, and ghosts don't care about the shroud. What's up, Birdie? But yeah, I was actually thinking about testing out playing like Ultra Infestor versus Mech. I think that could actually be pretty good. But yeah, if they go into ghosts, it becomes useless very quickly, so... But it could be like a fairly easy way to deal with Mech. No, so... Or... Yeah, so it kind of depends on the unit, Yaoi. Units that have like you know, different damage for the main attack and their splash damage get their main damage reduced, but the splash damage is still full. But units like Lurkers and Colossus get their complete damage reduced. Yeah, there's no seconds either. True. True.
베스핀 가스 부족함. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물 충분치 않음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 광물 더 필요. 광물 부족함.
God damn it. God damn it.
직접 공격받고 있음.
It's a bit of a bad start for sure, but should be able to get this SCV at least.
충분치 않음.
My links will attack.
생성해야 함. 광물 더. 광물 새로. 광물 충분치 않음. 광물 부족함.
That's very worth it. 2 SCVs in the marine. So even though we lost the drone earlier, it's...
에너지 부족함.
I'd say we're still ahead here.
에너지 충분치. 점막 위에서 변태해야 함. 광물 부족함. 여왕 생성. 광물 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 광물 충분치 점막 위에서 군단병 광물 더 필요함. 광물 부족함. 여왕 생성.
I guess this is the 4th we have to take, right?
에너지 부족함. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 광물. 천막 종양 레스핀 가를 단고에 배치해야 함. 광물 부족함. 광물 충분치. 에너지 부족함. 여왕 에너지 충분치 않음. 대군주 더 생성해야 함. 여왕 생성 성공. 대군 에너지 충분치. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 광물 부족함. 받아들일 수 없다. 에너지 충분치 않음. 군단이 진화했음. 진화 에너지 부족함. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 수 없는 병. 점막 중앙에
Definitely should have killed these rocks while we had the time.
받아들일 점막 위에서 견뎌야. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 가스 더 있어야 함. 받아들일 수 없는 병. 점막 위에서 받아들일 수 없는 병력임. 에너지 부족함. 받아들일 수 안 된 병력. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 에너지 충분히 있어. 부족함. 완료. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 별이 됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 에너지 충분히 반응.
Oh, that was a miss hotkey.
말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 안정화했음. 보급품 하나. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진격 선보 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
I feel like I must have more units somewhere. Surely, right? What's this do? Where am I? Where is my supply? Like, surely this was not a maxed out army. You have some units in production. Send some links across the map. I guess it's the queens soaking all the supply. 11 queens. Yeah, I maybe should just sack this base, I guess. Or we'll not be this far out of position to begin with. Holy adrenal links. No, 90 workers is pretty standard for this stage of the game. I had a bunch of units in production and the queens here. Playing in Pro Leagues recently? No, not really. I just came back from like a long break from StarCraft 2. Like a 7-month break. So yeah, I do want to play some, or start playing some smaller tournaments again, for sure. I feel like we're starting to improve a little bit. So like in the coming weeks, I'm gonna start playing in some tournaments again. I think this map pool is probably like, I think for CVP it's fine, but for CVT I think this map is probably slightly better than the last one for Terran. That is, but it's not bad, not bad. Like every single map pool compared to the one we had with like Amphion and Crimson Court, Ghost River. Like that map pool was rough. It was very, very rough. I feel like our early game was alright here. We had some small supply blocks, which kind of made things a little bit difficult, but other than that... It was alright. Like, once we held this first push, I probably should have waited for 1-1 before taking this fight, to be honest. That's a bit of a mistake, but like, once we defended this push, he lost all his Hellions, lost all his tanks, even the Banshees. He was kind of done after that. Yeah, some of the thirds for sure. Like this map for sure, the third is quite far away. And in general, like I think like your 5th and 6th bases on most of the maps are also like further away than on the old map pool. But like the most of the maps, there's like not that many rocks. It's pretty open in general, which is nice for Zerg. In the old maps where it was just like rock, collapsible rock, or rock tower, whatever you want to call it, and just rock. That's kind of rough for Zerg. For sure. I don't mind this map too much. I think this map is probably alright for Zerg. The only difficult part is that the 4th base is not super easy to take versus Terran, I think, because it's so far away. But yeah, Winter Madness, right? There's a decent number of rocks in that one. But most of them are like not super close to your side of the map, right? Like the most of them are in the middle of the map, which kind of makes it okay. Yeah. Alright, guys. That will be it for me for today. It's almost midnight here. Gotta call it a day. But yeah, I appreciate you all watching. We had a lot of viewers today. Big raids coming in from Light and Tasteless. Big thank you to those guys. One more. I can't. I already went for a bit longer than I should have, to be honest. But I will be back tomorrow. So if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you follow, and you'll see when I'm live again. If you really enjoyed the stream, consider subscribing. Helps support the stream and allows me to keep streaming. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I am going to raid. I'm going to raid, guys. Rainer is streaming League. Zesty is live. eBay is live. Let's trade Iba. For those of you who don't know, Iba is a very strong young Zerg player from the UK. He's very, very good. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.